Well, gang, day day one results are in, and 80,542,000 day one. I did the math on a walk yesterday evening, and I've spent about 5 months making this game of kind of full time work, more or less. And looking at that, after we do Steam's cut, Thornity's cut, Uncle Sam's cut for taxes, this game has already paid for itself, and likely another game that would take 5 to 6 months of funding. This is absolutely a crazy number for me. To keep this in context, my previous games, Hexagod and Chess Survivors, at this point, over the last 3 years of having commercial games, have sold $40,000. That means, and I think it was like after it was like 13 hours of being live, A Game About Feeding a Black Hole had surpassed that. And now, after waking up this morning and seeing my game was on our game, because Thorny and I made this. Nice, Tom. Not just my game, Aarimous. Our game was on the top 100 selling games. Now it has dropped down off of that, so I'm just not going to refresh this page ever, because that's crazy. It's so awesome. Here's all of the complete numbers in case you're interested. We have about a 2% refund rate so far, which is crazy low. Concurrent players have been super high, and you can't see that really well. Super high. The sustained concurrent users is great. And we're about to add some more game modes shortly here, which is great. Wishlist actions. I think a 16.4% wishlist conversion on day one is very, very good. I don't exactly have the data. I'm not as well versed as Thornity or Chris Sikowski is, but basically it looks like for all the sales we've had, we've equally gained wishlist. So we're still hovering around. Yeah, I literally yesterday we came in with 44,000. We still have 44,000. So for every one purchase we get, we're still picking up, or for every one wishlist conversion we get, we're picking up another wishlist as well, which I think is awesome for the long tail of sales of this game. Sitting around 239 reviews, very positive. Looking at some of the feedback, it's people who don't like the linearity of the tree, and that's a trade-off we actually made. We did at one point have the one giant grid effect to give you this meaningful decision making, but one of the downsides of a tree like that is if a player has all this agency to make all these choices, you don't get to have this really, really guaranteed, satisfying pacing that we wanted to have with a game about feeding a black hole. We want your 2 hours to be well paced so that as you're getting bored, the game doesn't become grindy. We add novelty and we speed you up to the next big milestone or unlock or something like that. And I do think we hit that really well. And it's why we have additional game modes. If you want that more decision-making thing, we have more game modes coming along the way. Specifically, the mini challenge mode is just one grid that you get a path around to find the fastest way possible. One of the other negative reviews was that we had speedrunning achievements, and there was some really thoughtful feedback that people gave over in the discussions around... where is it? Here it is. Some people had some really thoughtful feedback about how they didn't like having speedrunning achievements in an incremental game that was about having these cozy vibes and these chill feelings. Frankly, I agreed with it. I added the achievements as a fun kind of nod to some of the people who are playtest or who are speedrunning the demo, and I've always liked Factorio having their speedrunning achievements, and I was like, it'd be cool to have some sort of thing for people to work toward. And it kind of does go counterintuitive to this mode. So somebody really hated that we removed it, left a negative review, and quite frankly, that's okay. It's hard. It sucks because I'm like, well, they also played the game for 4 or 5 hours and they had fun and they beat all the modes, and removing the achievements was enough to take what probably was a hopefully a good and enjoyable experience to them and turn it into a negative review. My hope in the future is to add in ways to encourage speedrunning. Maybe that's having some global leaderboards or something like mini motorways with a histogram style kind of ranking so that you can have something to push against, but really making sure that I cater to kind of both groups of audiences. And the points that these people made in this feedback, it was too good for me not to agree with. And, I'm going to make decisions based off of the principles and the vibes that Corey and I set down for this game. And quite frankly, speedrunning achievements didn't fit that. So, I'm blown away by the success of day one. If you have not checked out the game, you can check it out over on Steam as a 30% discount. There's a bunch of great bundles out there. And if you want to support me specifically and my studio, there is the Aarimous bundle as well, which is running at $16. That gives you all 3 of my games. And I think if you already have these 2 games, you still get the 10% off on top of a game about feeding a black hole. So could be an extra little savings for you there. If you have purchased the game, please go leave a review. Early reviews help a ton. I can't believe it's already at 239 reviews after day one. Putting that in context of my other games, Chess Survivors is at 147. Absolutely blew past that one on day one, and we're just going up. So my work right now is going to be adding in a bunch of quality of life changes. Thronity is cooking up some more game modes. I have some bigger game modes planned for the future, like a roguelike mode, which I think will be really fun. My goal with the roguelike mode is that somebody opens up that mode and goes, oh my gosh, this could have been the full game. I think that'd be a really fun feeling to have, because our main mode is linear, but that linearity gives us some amount of control that is hitting home really well, like clearly hitting home really well with some players out there. So absolutely incredible day one. Knock on wood, there's no major bugs and there's no like huge crashes. Some people with needing driver updates and some UI UX stuff that's always going to get ironed out day one, day two. It's a weird feeling. It's an incredibly weird feeling. And the only thing I'll mention at the end of this is that I've been at this for a very long time. I've been making games for 5 years. I've been doing it full time now for just shy of 2 years in this stint. This is something I spend a lot of hours doing. So this isn't overnight success. There are many videos on this channel we can go back and watch me failing and trying to learn and grow from those failures. So stick with it. If you're somewhere along your journey, just know that it takes time to learn stuff. It takes time to make mistakes, to grow, and to figure out things. And I almost guarantee if you stick with it long enough and you have that growth mentality, that you'll be able to get to the point where you're getting some pretty big launches like this as well. I have to get back to it and get another hotfix patch out and keep supporting the game. And I've been Aarimous. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Go leave a Steam review. Do it. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.